I'm Gail and welcome back to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com. Today we're going to make a Scotch egg. Now this is kind of a different recipe, but it goes way back into 1738, and I guess they used to serve these to rich, well-to-do travelers. And it is a hard-boiled egg coated with sausage with a bread coating on top. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. In this recipe, you usually use breakfast sausage and you buy it in a tube and you take the skin off, cut them up, or mix them all together. I'm going to use regular sausages. I love these sausages because this is what I had in the house. It's authentic. It's 100% Canadian pork and it has no preservatives. It's just got pork, water, salt, dried vinegar and spices in it. And it's a very mild sausage and very good. And I do cook these up at breakfast time. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take the skins off of the sausage. So if you can see here, there's the skin right here. So we're just going to take and we're going to slice it with the scissors. You can use a knife too. If I can get it started here. There we go. And then we're just going to peel the skin off. And I'm going to do it to all four of them, and I'm going to put them in a mixing bowl and we're going to get ready. So let's make our coating for our egg. First of all, we're going to use a 1/4 cup of coconut flour and then a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. This is the cheese that's finely grated. You could use the other if you'd like. I like the finely grated. And then a 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then we're just going to use our salt and pepper shaker, and I am going to just sprinkle in some pepper there and now some salt. So we'll take a fork and I'll just mix them up. And then you'll see beside I have 1 egg that I've beaten, and we're going to do a dip. We're going to, once we get the sausage on the egg, we are going to dip it in the egg and then dip it into the flour mixture. Now back to our sausage. I've taken a fork and I've just blended it all together, and I'm going to take, now if you're using the breakfast sausage, you can cut it into, if you're doing 6 eggs, cut it into 6 sections, and then you've got the equal amount. I got mine in the sausage form where I took it out of the links, so I'm just kind of guessing. So I'm taking a handful like this, and I want to, and I'm wearing rubber gloves, and the reason I'm wearing my rubber gloves is because the meat really seems to stick. So I'm just going to try and flatten out my meat onto my palm. We'll get a better view here. Onto my palm, as such. And then I've got my hard-boiled egg. And it's, I boiled it, like I said earlier, for 10 minutes in my steamer, which works quite well. Now if you're going to be doing it on the pot, in the pot, boiling water, it's about 4 minutes. You boil it. Once it's boiled, just let it sit in the hot water for about 5 minutes, and then we can have them ready. And we didn't want them totally hard inside. Now it might be, it just depends on your stove, it depends on the heat, it depends on many things. So I'm going to do this to all my eggs. So we just add some egg. Dip it in the egg and then roll it into the flour mixture and cheese mixture. So simple. Another one, roll it, and make sure your eggs are totally dry before you put your meat on. It just helps the meat stick to the the egg a lot better. And it's so simple. It's a very, very easy recipe. And your family, they're just going to love it. They really will. So I'll just continue doing these. And I have a total of 7 eggs that I'm doing this to. Let's roll it. And then set it aside and do it to the next one. So now we've got a small frying pan, and I'm going to put in a half a cup of avocado oil. It's a great oil for frying. It goes up to 500 degrees in temperature, and it's just a very healthy oil, so that's what we're going to fry it in. And I'll just show you, it's Chosen Foods 100% pure avocado oil. So we're going to heat this up, and then we're going to cook up one of the eggs so you can see how it looks. So now I've got it heated up. I'm going to use a big spoon, and I'm just going to put it in and let it start cooking, and then I'm going to roll it over. And it's like a 2 minutes on one side, roll it over, 2 minutes on the next side. And I'm using a smaller frying pan so that I have a thicker amount of oil without having to use tons and tons of oil. So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to let that cook a little bit, and then I'm going to roll it over. So I'm just going to take my fork and roll it over. And it's about 2 minutes. I'm sort of cooking it each rotation because I want the meat to be all cooked also. So we'll just move it over a little bit more. Yeah, just roll it around with your spoon. You can even hold it up if you like. There we go. It's sitting by itself. And we'll roll it over one more time. There we go. Now we're just going to take it out. Look how beautiful that is. That is awesome. So we're going to add in some more. And use your big spoon. It works quite well with the cooking on the stove with these round egg balls. So I'm going to be doing 3 of them. And we're just going to keep turning them and making sure that the sausage is cooked right through. And we're going to have an amazing, amazing Scotch eggs. I just turned them one more time, or just keep turning them until we have them all cooked. So here are our Scotch eggs. It's almost like it's a breakfast in one, with your egg and your sausage all together. They turned out absolutely lovely. You can see the coating of the sausage, and then you got the egg inside, and then hopefully I don't drop it. Here we go. We're going to give it a try here. Absolutely delicious. Now you can use your breakfast sausage. I didn't use the breakfast sausage. Be careful though, because there's a lot of maple syrup, sugars in a lot of the sausages. You can just use regular big sausages like I did and take the skin off, mix it together. Check your carb counts, and definitely it's nice warm. And in the old days they always served them cold, so you can do either way. So if you'd like to go to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com, try this low carb Scotch egg and try some of my other recipes. You take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.